So, good morning, first off. Second off, I'm going to apologize in advance because I do not have very much energy for this today. I do want to get the episode out for you guys because I know some people, particularly Snoop, love you Snoop, are really excited for this next round of new set versus old set. But things just really aren't going super well right now, particularly at work, and a lot of unsafe things are happening, and it's just starting to really weigh on my conscience as the person who's supposed to be in charge of safety, and seeing things just being done the way they are, and I don't know. It's hitting me hard, really, today. Hitting me pretty hard. But, gonna do the best I can. I want to give you guys a good episode. I'm gonna put a break in between the packs like I did last week and insert some sort of Kaiba thing too, because I know you guys are missing seeing Kaiba on a regular basis in these card videos, so I'll make sure that there's an intermission with Kaiba of some sort. But yeah, with that said, it's time for new set versus old set. Edge of Eternities is, of course, the latest set. Spider-Man is on its way, but everybody's currently into this one. I do love this set. The last 7 packs that I have currently of Edge of Eternities is all from that bundle that you saw me start a few weeks ago. So I'm not sure whether that's going to make a difference in the packs. I'm hoping it doesn't. But if it does make a difference, I'm hoping it'll make a positive difference and we'll actually pull some cooler stuff because it was in a bundle, as opposed to maybe just grabbing 7 random packs from a box. But who knows? I really don't know for sure if Wizards actually puts any thought into that. So we're just going to rip and go. But Brothers War has been really good to us, and I'm hoping it'll continue to be good to us. I'd love to pull a couple more Transformers during this series. But with that said, I honestly don't have a dog in the fight this time. It's not like last round where I was really biased against Foundations and towards Lord of the Rings, because Lord of the Rings is my jam. I like both these sets. I think they're both pretty awesome. I do know that I think we pulled most of the stuff that we could pull from this set. So if anything right now, we're just looking to pull extras of the really good cards. But yeah, I'm not going to delay it any further. I'm going to start with the old set because Lord of the Rings won the last round. So I'm going to do that, and then we will open the new set and we will see which one wins round 1. Alright. Ooh, it actually did go. I was going to say Brothers War is the one that has the hardest time being opened without some, like, teeth pulling or something, but nope, that one actually went really well. Alright. Oop, the art card is... Ooh! Ooh! We start off with a banger! We pulled Ravage! Menace Death Touch 3/3 token. That is so awesome! I think this token is actually worth a decent chunk of change, if I remember correctly, which is hilarious. Not that I actually care about that necessarily, but it's a Transformer card. That's what I care about. I really do hope I pull a Soundwave at some point. Maybe a Soundwave will be in this pack. I don't want to necessarily jinx it, but here's hoping. I can't remember if there's a pack trick or not, so I'm just going to do a quick peek. No pack trick to Brothers War. Okay. We are good to go then. So we will start with the art card. I'm pretty sure that's from a Plains, if I remember correctly. I think I have the full art. It's pretty decent artwork. Is the downside to opening I don't know why I want to keep calling it edges. I'm just going to call it EOE. The downside to opening EOE is because I'm not opening collector boosters, we're probably not going to have any art cards, if I remember correctly, which kind of sucks because I do love the art cards, but otherwise, should still be good. We got a Plains for our land. Dwarfen Forge Chanter. 1 red for a 1/3 ward, pay 2 life, prowess. That's really good, actually. That's probably going to make the cut into one of my Spell Slinger decks at some point in the near future when I do upgrades. Pendragon Strongbull. 2 and a red for a 2/3, pay 1, sacrifice an artifact. This thing gets +1/+1 until end of turn and deals 1 damage to each opponent. You know what, actually? I was wrong. Both those cards are brand new to me. I don't think I've pulled either of those so far in this set. So, screw it. This is just going to be whatever it is. Machine over Matter. 1 in a blue instant. It costs 1 less to cast if you control an artifact creature. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Decent. Decent. The warlord decreed that only someone who could move the statue would be strong enough to marry the princess, so Urza moved it. Fun. Repair and recharge, 3 and 2 white. Return target artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a tapped Power Stone. That's not bad. A little expensive, but I mean, you're going to get something decent back, probably, for sure. And I actually know which deck I want to put that in. Even though the Power Stone is going to be completely useless in that deck, I know exactly which deck I want to put that in. So that's actually a good pull, too. We're doing solid with this pack so far. Whenever this thing attacks, exile a target card from a graveyard. It has Unearth. It's a 3/1. 3/1 is the first downside so far. Keeper of the Cadence. 4 in a blue for 2/5. Pay 3. Put target artifact, instant, or sorcery card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's deck. Library. It's okay. Gives you a decent variety, at least. I like it. Iron Craw Crusher. We got this the other day, and I had a really hard time saying it. It is a 4/6 for 7 or a 2/5 for 2 and a 2 green. And whenever it attacks, target attacking creature gets +X/+O, where X is this thing's power. So, not bad. Falaji Dragon Engine. 8 for a 5/5 or 2 in a red for a 1/3. It has flying, and you can pay 2 to give it +1/+O until end of turn. No thanks. Ooh, Phyrexian Processor. That looks cool. Interesting artwork, too. As it enters the battlefield, pay any amount of life. Pay 4, tap, create an XX black Phyrexian minion creature token where X is the life paid as this thing enters the battle. Shit, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if that's like a hit financially, but that's definitely a really cool card. Probably the hit of the day for this pack at least. Let's see what else we got. Blast Zone. I could be wrong. Enters the battlefield with a charge counter on it. Tap to add colorless. Pay XX and tap to put X charge counters on it. Pay 3, tap, sacrifice it, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value equal to the number of charge counters on it. If it was equal to or less, that would be amazing. But equal to is kind of annoying, because it's okay. It's not, I mean, it's a cool land for sure. I'm still happy with it, but it would have been much better if you had equal to or less. And take flight. 3 and a blue, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+O and has flying, and whenever it attacks, you draw a card. Not terrible. Definitely the hit of the day so far is Phyrexian Processor. That is the card to beat, though. But there were definitely, this pack was definitely a solid first pack. I can't deny that. At least half the pack is either new to me or cards that are really useful to me. And we got the amazing Ravage token, too, as an added bonus. I don't have, as I say, Soundwave yet, but that is definitely a good step towards getting Soundwave and putting together awesome Transformers deck at some point. Oh, I forgot to do the pause. Shoot. Maybe. You smell it? And you're wondering what's in the bag. Is it for me? It might be for you. Maybe it's for you. Would you like it to be for you? Hmm? Maybe like that? Not sure? No? Should I eat it? No? Whoop, sorry. I bumped you in the face with it. Is it too big a piece? Is that better? Stop stop toying with you. You know there's more. You are a clever little boy. Yes, you are. You're very clever. I think that's it. Let me check. Oh, nope, there is one more. One more. Ooh, it's greasy, this one. That one's really greasy. Ugh. Good thing they include napkins. Happy Friday, Kaiba. We get to have a nice long weekend together. I'm gonna spend some time cleaning up and doing some extra stuff around the house a bit. Days those are going to spend a whole bunch of time with you. That's the plan, anyways. Happy Puggy? Happy Puggy. Okay, so I did rip it open, but I didn't do anything else. I hope you guys enjoyed the little Kaiba break there. I did say you were going to get a Kaiba break. I promised I would toss one in, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure what I've tossed in because I'll decide that when I get home. But yeah, Kaiba does miss and love all of you guys, and I am going to try and put out a video really soon. It's just taking me a while to do all the editing for it, but of Kaiba doing his evaluation of the splash pads around us. So basically giving like a grade to all the different splash pads as to whether they're the best or the worst around. So pretty cool. Okay, we don't have to do a pack trick for either of these, which is nice. That means I do not have to worry about that this time around and messing things up. We got ourselves a lander and a robot, which is the common token to pull in EOE, if I remember correctly. Starting with a blooming stinger, 1 and a green for a 2/2 with death touch, and when it enters, another creature gets death touch until end of turn. I'm not going to complain about that. I do love me death touch. Frontline War Rager, 2 and a red, 2/3. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tap creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Yeah, okay. That is pretty cool. The Cav have more than ideology or profit on the line. They fight for a home. The flavor text definitely sells me on it too. Death never smelled so sweet. I'm loving the flavor text on all these cards, actually. Insatiable Skittermaw. 2 and a black for a 2/2 menace. Void. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield or a spell was warped, you put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It's not terrible. Not my favorite. Definitely Frontline War Rager is so far the card to beat. Starbreach Whale. 4 and a blue for a 3/5. Flying when it enters, Surveil 2, and it has Warp 1 and a blue. So you could get a couple different Surveil triggers out of this. That's not terrible. Starport Security, 1 white for a 1/1. Pay 3 and a white tap. Tap another target creature. This ability costs 2 less to activate if you control a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. Germinating Worm, 4 and a green. 5/5 with Warp 1 and a green. And when it enters, you gain 2 life. That's not bad. This pack isn't super great so far, though, that's for sure. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you gain a life. Pay 2, tap, put target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. Okay, I like the puppy. The puppy is definitely cool. Puppy's going to the front with the other 2, maybe 3 cards there that I like so far. Lost in Space, 3 and a blue. Target artifact or creature's owner puts it on their choice. I don't like the fact that it's their choice. And you surveil one. No, no thanks. Ooh, atmospheric greenhouse. We already pulled that one though. That's unfortunate. But I still like the artwork on it. And pulling a second one means I can put it into two different decks. When it enters, you put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, which is pretty useful for sure. And once you get it up to 8+ counters, it becomes a flying trample 5/4, which is nice. Lightless Evangel. Still my favorite so far, though, is the War Rager. I am liking that card a lot, actually. Lightless Evangel. 1 and a black for a Vampire Cleric 2/2. Whenever you sacrifice another creature or artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Not terrible. Atomic Microsizer. 1 blue. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. Whenever equipped creature attacks, choose up to 1 target creature. That creature can't be blocked this turn and has a base power and toughness 1/1 until end of turn. Huh. That seems really weird. When the equipped creature attacks, you can choose up to 1 target creature. That creature can't be blocked, but it only has a base power and toughness. Why? Ew. No. Moonlight Meditation. 2 and a blue. Enchant artifact or creature you control. The first time you would create 1 or more tokens each turn. You may instead create that many tokens that are copies of the enchanted. Ooh. That's a hit. Terminal Velocity. 4 and 2 red. You may put an artifact or creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. That permanent gains haste. When that permanent leaves the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its mana value to each creature. And at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice is permanent. Okay, I do like both those cards. Those are 2 really good hits at the end there. And just a regular old plains. I don't know. That one was a tough one to call, to be honest. Both packs had some pretty decent stuff in it. I do like the fact that the holo was a lot better in this pack than the other one. But although flying is not a bad thing to get for sure, and you get to draw a card. You know what? I'm going to call it a tie today, I think. You guys can probably dispute that. Maybe I should give it to this pack simply because Ravage is a better token for sure, by far. I mean, like I say, I think that token's worth like $5 to $10 even, which is crazy. But I do think Moonlight Meditation and Terminal Velocity are insane, plus Frontline War Rager is really good. But on the other hand, Phyrexian Processor is really good. Blast Zone, if you play it the right way, I suppose would be really good. Take Flight's alright. We got the Dwarf for sure. You know what? Yeah, I'm calling it a tie. You guys can argue with me in the comments. If you want to give it to this one because of the token, I would probably concede to that. But otherwise, I think this first round is a tie like it was last time. Alright, I'm going to cap it off there because I don't know how much battery space I have, and I want to make sure that I'm able to put this video together for you guys. So, much love to you all from Kaib at home, and I here in the car. I hope you have a good Thursday, and thanks for doing this video with me. It actually helped cheer me up a little bit. Love you all. Bye!